Chosen ones are always lucky, for I believe, with every fiber of my being, that you have not stumbled upon this video by mistake. No, you were summoned here. You see, the universe doesn't operate on randomness. Not in the spiritual realm. There's no such thing as coincidence where divine order reigns. Your spirit, your higher self, and the whisper of God himself has led you right here, to this very moment in time. Because there is something that's been written about you, decreed over your life, and today, it's time for you to receive it. I need you to breathe this in with your whole heart, chosen one. A job promotion is coming for you. And it's not because of who you know. It's not even because of what you've done. It's because God has already decided. Before I go deeper, take a moment, if you haven't already, to subscribe. Tap that like button so this message gets carried by the winds of the algorithm to more chosen ones like you. Because what I'm about to speak into your life today carries the weight of transformation. And share this with someone you feel in your spirit, needs this reminder that God is still moving. Now listen to me carefully. Many of you have been waiting, working, sowing in the dark, praying behind closed doors, and wondering when your time is coming. You've seen others promoted before you. You've seen those who lied, cheated, manipulated, and networked their way into positions of power. And yet, here you are, faithful, disciplined, obedient, and still waiting on your moment. But here's the revelation, chosen one. You were never overlooked. You were being prepared. Because when God gets ready to promote a chosen one, he doesn't just elevate them in title, he anoints them for impact. What's coming to you is not a regular job promotion. This is a spiritual upgrade, a divine repositioning, where God is lifting you up not just in career, but in purpose, stature, and divine influence. And I want you to type it in the comments right now. My promotion is spiritual first. That's your confirmation. That's your declaration to the universe. You see, the world has taught us that promotions come through resumes, credentials, hard work, and hustle. And yes, those things have their place. But what the world never tells you is this. Promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge, who putteth down one, and setteth up another. Psalm 75 verses 6-7. This verse is not just text, it is truth etched into the spiritual laws of favor. God has already decided who is about to lift, and he has chosen you. So don't let what you see in the natural distract you from what's already finished in the spirit. Because sometimes delay is not denial. Sometimes the wait is the warfare. And while you've been feeling discouraged, God has been dispatching angels. He's been orchestrating the right connections. He's been aligning the timing so that when you step into that position, you don't just get the job, you walk into your destiny. That's why the enemy has been attacking your peace lately. That's why things have been feeling heavy. Because you're on the edge, the very edge of breakthrough. And the spiritual warfare always intensifies right before divine intervention. Let me say this to the ones who've been crying in silence, who've been overlooked and underestimated, who've felt invisible in the room. You are not invisible to God. He sees you. He's heard every whisper of your heart. And he's about to reward you openly for all that you have endured privately. Chosen ones, a divine promotion is not just about career elevation. It is about the shifting of spiritual rank. And many of you, God is moving you from the back of the line to the front, from obscurity into visibility, from the hidden place into the palace. And when it happens, people won't understand. They'll question it. They'll talk behind your back. They'll say things like, how did they get that position? Or they weren't even the most qualified. And that's the beauty of being chosen. Favor doesn't check qualifications. Favor is based on obedience. And obedience is what heaven rewards. Now listen carefully, because I feel this in my spirit for someone watching right now. You've been tempted to settle. You've been offered positions that were beneath your purpose. Jobs that seemed comfortable, but didn't align with your spirit. That was not the promotion. That was a test. God will always test your discernment before he releases your destiny. So if you turn something down because it didn't sit right in your soul, trust me when I say, you passed the test. And now, your reward is coming. But here's the mystery that few understand. The promotion doesn't start when the offer letter comes. It starts within. It begins when your identity shifts. When you no longer see yourself as trying to qualify, but instead, you realize you were born for it. You were born for leadership. You were born for purpose. You were born to break generational curses, walk in divine favor, and shift atmospheres wherever you go. The job promotion is simply an earthly reflection of a heavenly reality. And that's why the enemy is afraid of you stepping into it. You see, every job promotion in the natural carries with it spiritual authority. Because when a chosen one walks into a boardroom, into an office, into any leadership position, they don't just carry titles. They carry light. They carry kingdom wisdom. They carry discernment, peace, and divine intelligence. That's why God had to hide you for a season. That's why you had to feel overlooked. Because he didn't want you walking into that new season prematurely. You had to be refined, like gold in fire, like a diamond under pressure. Because what you carry is too holy to be handled carelessly. Chosen ones, this is your moment. God has already decided. The only question is, are you ready to receive it? Type it again in the comments. My promotion is spiritual first. Let the universe take notice. Let your spirit come into agreement. This is your confirmation. Chosen ones, listen closely. If you've been waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., if you've been feeling spiritually restless, if you've been sensing a shift, but can't explain it in words, that's because your spirit already knows. God has already signed off on your next season. The divine courtroom is not like the human one. Heaven operates under divine law, not human timelines. Your promotion, your elevation, it's already been decreed. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. It was written before you were formed in your mother's womb, before the battles, before the heartbreak, before the rejection. Your name was already whispered into the winds of destiny. And now the winds are shifting. You feel it, don't you? That pull in your spirit, that quiet voice saying, something is coming. You don't know what exactly, but you can feel it. Let me tell you something deep that most people won't say. Promotions in the spirit don't look like promotions in the flesh. Before God promotes you, he hides you. Before he lifts you up, he humbles you. Before he crowns you, he isolates you. That's why you've been feeling so alone. That's why people walked away. That's why doors were closing no matter how hard you prayed. Because God wasn't punishing you. He was preparing the throne. I want you to type in the comments right now, my job promotion is sealed. Because when you declare it, you call it forth. You come into agreement with heaven, and the angels will move on your behalf. You see, the Bible says in Psalm 75 verses 6 to 7, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge, he putteth down one, and setteth up another. That means your boss is not your source. Your company is not your source. Your paycheck is not your source. God is. And when God is ready to promote you, no demon, no delay, no decision, and no denial can stop it. But chosen one, here's the secret. Sometimes God doesn't promote your job title first. He promotes your character. He promotes your wisdom. He upgrades your discernment. Because he needs your spirit to match the assignment that's coming. You're not just being promoted to a position. You're being promoted to a purpose. You are about to be positioned in a place where your presence changes atmospheres, where your voice opens doors, where your gift makes room not just for you, but for generations to come after you. The people who once overlooked you, they'll be the ones asking to sit at your table. The very ones who gossiped about you behind your back will have no choice but to speak your name in rooms you haven't even entered yet. But listen, and listen well. God is not promoting you just for status. He is promoting you to steward influence, steward wisdom, to become a light in places where darkness has reigned for far too long. And that's why the warfare has been so intense. Because the enemy could sense it before you could even see it. He knew you were next. He saw your name on the scroll. So he sent distractions. He sent discouragement. He sent doubt. But none of it worked. You're still standing, still believing, still walking by faith even when your eyes have seen nothing but delay. Why? Because deep in your soul, you know what God whispered to you in the midnight hour. You remember the dreams, the visions, the confirmations that came out of nowhere. And most importantly, you remember the feeling, that unmistakable spiritual nudge that something is shifting. And now, chosen one, the time is near. Listen, before we go even deeper, I want you to take a moment to breathe. Because what I'm about to say next will open a new level of understanding for you. You see, divine promotion comes with divine timing. And this is where most people miss it. Because we think God is late. But God is strategic. He allows certain delays, not to punish, but to prepare the atmosphere for your arrival. Think about Joseph. He was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, forgotten in a prison. But what happened next? He was promoted to second in command over all of Egypt overnight. Why? Because it was time. The dream he had as a young boy finally collided with the divine moment God orchestrated. The setup was intentional. The suffering had purpose. And so does yours. So don't despise the delays. Don't curse the waiting rooms of life. For they are wombs. And what's growing inside you is bigger than anything you've ever imagined. Now hear this with your spirit. You will not miss your promotion. It has your name on it. It is spiritual, signed, and sealed. And the angels have already been dispatched to go before you. The very boss who never noticed your work will suddenly bring up your name in meetings. The opportunity you thought was lost will circle back around. But better, the role that once seemed out of reach will come looking for you. Because when God promotes, He doesn't ask for permission. He just makes it happen. And now I want you to declare this. I receive my divine promotion. Yes, say it with boldness. Comment it. Whisper it. Write it on your heart. Because your words are seeds. And right now, your harvest is closer than ever before. But chosen one, are you ready for what's coming next? Into the warfare, into the protection, and into the undeniable favor that follows a chosen one walking in their divine promotion. Chosen ones, the spiritual realm is not silent right now. There is movement, there is warfare, but more importantly, there is alignment. You are being aligned with favor, aligned with divine timing, aligned with the exact people, places, and opportunities that your soul signed up for before you ever arrived in this body. This promotion you are stepping into is not just a career shift. It is a soul shift. It's the moment your inner authority begins to speak louder than outside opinions. It's the moment your spiritual vibration outgrows the environment you were once comfortable in. And let me tell you this. When God promotes a chosen one, it shakes the kingdom of darkness. Because it is no small thing for you to rise. Your rise signals the fall of generational curses. Your rise heals bloodlines. Your rise makes room for other warriors waiting in the shadows, wondering if God still sees them. He does. And He sees you. But here's what most don't realize. Right before the biggest breakthrough comes the heaviest battle. It's a spiritual law. The enemy is desperate right now. He's throwing everything he can. Confusion, exhaustion, doubt, sudden arguments with people you love, random rejections from opportunities you thought were certain. But all of it is a lie, because God already made the decision. And when God decides, it's final. No enemy can override it. No boss can deny it. No system can suppress it. Because this promotion, it is divinely authored. And chosen one, your spiritual promotion has already happened in the unseen. You're not waiting for it. You're walking toward the physical manifestation of what's already yours. This is why the Spirit keeps telling you to prepare. Fix your posture. Guard your energy. Close the doors that keep leaking your anointing. This is why certain people no longer feel right around you. Because where you're going, they can't come. Some of you are holding on to friendships, relationships, even jobs that no longer hold space for your expansion. But listen to me with your soul. God will never promote your life and keep you in environments that drain your spirit. Let go, so you can go. And for someone watching this, the moment you release what you've been afraid to lose, God will release what you've been praying to gain. This is a faith walk, not a comfort walk. And sometimes you'll be called to leap without seeing the net. But here's the truth. You are the net. Your obedience is your safety. Your surrender is your strategy. You've been playing small because of fear. But you weren't created for small. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You were made to stand before kings and not mere men. This promotion is your activation. Comment right now. I am ready, Lord. Promote me for your purpose. Say it out loud, because the universe is listening, and heaven is watching for agreement. This is bigger than a raise. It's bigger than a title. This is about spiritual territory. You are being assigned to spaces where your light will expose darkness, where your words will break chains, where your presence alone will shift the atmosphere of entire rooms. And yes, it will come with resistance. But guess what? Resistance is proof of elevation. You don't wrestle with opposition at ground level. You wrestle with it when you're rising. And you, chosen one, you're rising. Your name is being spoken in rooms your feet haven't entered yet. People are watching you quietly, observing your spirit, your integrity, your discipline. Because God has placed you on display. Not for pride, but for purpose. You're not being overlooked, you're being observed. And at the appointed time, the same people who doubted your journey will have no choice but to respect your position. And when that moment comes, when your promotion arrives, when your elevation is announced, Remember this. It was never about you alone. You were promoted so others could believe again. So your testimony could become someone else's survival guide. So your journey could remind others that God is still raising up warriors in the workplace, prophets in positions of power, light bearers in boardrooms. This promotion is not just for wealth. It is for witnessing. You will stand where others were denied. You will be called where others were cut off. And when they ask you how, tell them the truth. Tell them, I'm chosen, and God already decided. Let those words echo in your spirit tonight. Let them breathe life into your bones. Because no matter what you see with your eyes, heaven has already written the outcome. And I leave you with this. Isaiah 60 verse 1. Arise, shine, for your light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. So arise, chosen one. Shine like never before. The wait is over. The decision is made. Your name is stamped. Your purpose is clear. Your time is now. Comment below one last time. My promotion is already decided. And if this message spoke to your spirit, don't just keep it, share it. Because someone out there needs to know that their promotion is not pending. It's already in motion. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is your time. Join this tribe of chosen ones walking in divine favor. Tap that like button so this word reaches others just like you. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next message.